Yesterday, I think we only had 8 people practicing, so it's, yeah, the virus has gone through the team. It sounds like it's even gotten me a little bit, even though I feel okay. Just don't sound very good.
Weber State beat Cal State Northridge, who you guys had respect for. What are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, number one, they play really hard. They're hard to scout just because they don't run a lot. They just play really hard. They space the floor. They have a real marquee player that's getting about 18 and a half a game, a transfer from Indiana and Texas Tech, and you know they can beat you 3 at a time. And so, you know, we got our work cut out for us. This is not one of those who just show up and play. That's for sure.
Kelly, what do you learn when you guys? I mean, you beat teams by like 20, 30, 40 this year. When you're playing, mismatched teams, what do you learn about your team?
Well, number one, it gives you a chance to kind of get everybody in the game and play. It's really funny. I never coach the score. I never even look at the score. And we might be up 30 or 40, and I'm getting on kids late in the game if they're not doing it the right way. So I think that's what you have to do. You can't play the score, coach the score. You just do the best you can, regardless of what the opponent is. I think Bobby Knight. You don't always want to quote Bobby Knight, but I thought he had a great line one time. He said, "You play against yourself. Your opponent is your potential." So that's what we try to do each and every night. That's why I was really proud of our Hampton effort. That's a good team that we made not look very good. It was a business-like effort, and I like those kind of games in games that are have a wide disparity.
Is Mississippi State on the mind of you guys yet?
Absolutely not. I think right now we're thinking Weber State, and that's not just a cliche. And they're thinking finals. I bet you they couldn't tell you what day we play them. And that's still, we've got a couple games before. But when we're ready to play them, we'll be ready.
Starting to figure out those rotations, those pairings and matches on the court for your team that you like.
Yeah, I think we've really honed in on our 8 or 9 player rotation, and we've had some games where everybody gets to play and contribute, which is nice. But yeah, when push comes to shove, we're down in the 9 player range. But I'm confident in anybody, to come in and do well. But certain games, not everybody does get that chance.
Audie had the big game the other night. You played games when you're fatigued coming off the road trip. You played games when you're sick and you don't have all your people there. Is that in some ways a good thing? You get to force some people into roles that they aren't used to? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's been great. I haven't liked our schedule up till now, the long trip, but it's good for us, and it was good for us. I think it tested us. It's toughened us up. It's put us in situations that we might see later on. And Audie's a great example. She was given a chance because of Ruthie's injury, and look what she did. And that's what good teams they have. They have those kind of players. And like I said, I trust 1 through 14 on this team. Not 1 through 14 gets that chance, but I would trust them if they had to be put in that situation.
Is Maylee one of those players that you loved to have on your team, and maybe if you were competing against her, you wouldn't appreciate her as much?
Yeah, I really love Annalie. I think she gives us a Sabrina-like quality, and her toughness and her grit and her just willingness to do everything that will help the team. She's a tough nut. She can guard 5 players, every position, which I think is a valuable characteristic. And I think she's just tapping the surface of what she can become.
Kelly, you compared Audie to Draymond Green after the post game. Can you just kind of elaborate on that? You mean like with the hustle, with the heart? What exactly do you mean?
I think just everything. Audie is a really likable young woman. She plays her butt off each and every day. She's kind of positionless. I think that's why we call her Draymond. And she's just kind of got toughness about her, but he can be both. He can be the Jekyll and the Hyde, right? And she's kind of like that. She can be tough and mean, but she's got a soft side. She's our SAC representative, so a well-respected team leader as well. And she just never complains, Some nights she might play 8 or 9 minutes. Some nights she'll play 27 and produce like she did.